我们来看看，这是劳动部给的资料了哈，就是其实它应该是算精算过后，也就是说呢，劳保呢大概在107年呢入不敷出，啊，够北破产哦，因为我够进行够几挂 quota 嘛哈，107年开始呢入不敷出，可是从107年开始，我们看到红色这一条线就是劳保要支出的，节节高升，但是收入的部分呢几乎是平的，甚至到149年之后还大幅下降。那另外就是破产的这个问题了哈，是不是破产这是一个政治问题？因为其实它还会有其他的解决方法。然后呢，劳动部的说法是说呢，在116年开始呢，就出现负值，就是整个里面就没了，所以在财政上的概念就是某种程度叫破产。阿关，你讲，今嘛我们为了年金改革的目的呢，是为了让劳保跟4大基金不要破产。可是会不会越改越快破产？
我刚好就接着这样讲，我也一样讲了100次，还会再讲100次。好，讲到我
不想讲了。
如果一直讲破产，就只代表台湾人的社会知识非常有限，而且 IQ 也非常有限。全世界哪一个社会保险破产？只有私人保险破产。是台湾的私人保险已经破产多少了？你告诉我，全世界有哪几个社会保险破产？你告诉我，台湾多几百个、几千个、上万个留美的博士，有多少人跟美国做生意？是美国到现在 OECD 的保费12.4，已经经营了80年，还有大量的结余。所以你要去学人家嘛，你不学，那就在那边全国的人抱在路边哭，靠衰，没有这回事。这叫社会保险是收支平衡，是连这样的知识都没有，只代表台湾人在知识上非常的浅薄，也不愿意读书，当然自己乱讲话。社会保险啊，比盖一座真的是波音747哈一样的复杂啦，不要说还要复杂，那是很艰巨的社会工程，不是随随便便，还要精细的去研究。我必须说，社会保险绝对没有精算，但是有估算。它但力求收支平衡，而且它要用延长退休年龄、提升保费、降低这个给付等等来做一个调控的机制。是这个东西不必担心，天塌下来有比我们高的人会顶。德国已经130年，美国也80年，他们有很好的制度可以让我们这个后进的国家好好的去学习。好好的去参考。如果你不愿意学习，那当然你就是抱在路边哭嘛。
不，我了解了，因为郭老师其实你在我们节目上也谈过很多次了哈。不过这个数据也不是我们自己瞎掰的，这是政府提供的了。政府说会破产，
我们的政府的 IQ
所以你要说政府官员都不念书 ，IQ 很差。
社会保险跟私人保险放在一起呀。
There are 2 offices of the actuary. Ours is called the Office of the Chief Actuary at Social Security that work on this, and I would be remiss not to just mention the amazing work done in our office, where we develop all the population projections, all the economic projections for both reports, Social Security and Medicare. Let me just sort of jump into a couple of these slides that we have here and share with you a little bit about the nature of the projections that we make about the actuarial status of Social Security. And Tom made a good point about facts. Now, we wish, where it comes to projections in the next 75 years, we did indeed have the real crystal ball, and we could tell you facts. We can't. All we can give you are the projections that we have for the future, which are based on the very best possible analysis we can come up with, working with our trustees, with advisory boards, with technical panels, with everybody in the world who has an opinion and has a thought and has knowledge of the past. We try to put it all together and come up with the best possible estimates. Sometimes people say guesses for the future, but we'd like to think of them as our best possible projections into the future. The thing that it's paid most attention to is our middle estimate. We call them the intermediate assumptions. People like to focus on that. We have a broad range of uncertainty that we'll talk about just a bit. But if you look at this first little slide, what we mention up here is what is actually required by law for the trustees to report on every year. The trustees are required every year to make a report to the Congress, to both houses of Congress.
The Social Security Administration projects that its trust funds will be depleted by 2033, not an optimistic forecast. but it may be even bleaker than that. New studies from Harvard and Dartmouth researchers find that the administration's actuarial forecasts have been consistently overstating the financial health of the program's trust funds since 2000. The Social Security and Medicare Trustees' 2014 report to Congress last year found trust fund reserves for both its combined retirement and disability programs will grow until 2019. Program costs are projected to exceed income in 2020, and the trust funds will be depleted by 2033 if Congress doesn't act. Once the trust funds are drained, annual revenues from payroll tax will be projected to cover only 3/4 of scheduled Social Security benefits through 2088.
My question has to do with Social Security. Hardworking people pay into Social Security with hope and anticipation that in the future they will receive the benefit of their labor and monetary investment. Social Security needs a 21st century update to keep it financially sound for future generations. This will take presidential leadership. What is your specific plan to address this issue for the many who need it for economic survival?
So important, and the first thing we have to do is prevent the Republicans ever from privatizing it. Their plan was to give the Social Security Trust Fund to Wall Street. Imagine that. If you thought we had scandals and collapse before, think of that. That will never happen on my watch, but here's what will happen. We need to get more money into the Social Security Trust Fund to keep it solvent far into the future. There's a couple of different ways I'm looking at, and I'll have to talk with the Congress to try to figure out what's the best way forward. We can raise the cap and get more money that way. We can go after with the existing percentage that comes out of people's paychecks. We could go after what's called passive income, so that rich people have to pay on all their income, not just their, earned income, because frankly they live mostly off of, as you know, capital gains and investment income. So we're going to come up with the best plan to do that.